Hey guys, it's Kevin here, the Migraine Guy. Going to start another series on what you can kind of expect with doctors when you go, both initially because of your migraines and perhaps eventually if you get to a neurologist or if you get to a migraine specialist in your area. Just what are the kind of things that you can be prepared for, and so one, just be educated about how other doctors do it and contrast it and compare it with how your doctor is doing it. But also then you can maybe question them, ask for some reasoning behind why they're doing it that way versus a different way. So that's the idea behind this series. So I think the first video should probably be about my first visit with a doctor, about the migraines that I started getting years ago. And so what happened was, you have a few migraines a week maybe, or a lot of migraines in a week, kind of out of nowhere. And the first one maybe is really disorienting. You just think, oh, I didn't get enough sleep, or X, Y, or Z. You try and think maybe I ate something weird. But then it happens again and again and again. And it's headaches that maybe like Excedrin or Aleve gel capsules or something aren't really putting a dent in. So you want to go see your doctor. So you're going to want to have a couple things prepared. One, you're going to want to have thought about maybe any dietary changes that you've undergone in the last couple weeks. Have you stopped eating meat? Have you started drinking diet soda? Have you upped your caffeine intake and then cut it off quickly? These are the kind of questions the doctor is going to want to know answers to, because all of those things dietarily can contribute to getting a sudden influx of headaches that you might be mistaking as a migraine. So think about your dietary habits or changes that have occurred in the last couple weeks, because they'll want to know about that. Two, you're going to want to come in with maybe a list, or actually bring in any bottles that you have of either supplements or other medications that you have. Ingredients in those can sometimes spark intense headache or migraine. So bring those in. And three, you're going to want to probably have started paying attention to your sleep schedule and stress levels. If you're not sleeping well because you're stressed out about a family member, or you're stressed out about school, or your work, or your boss, or your significant other, all of those things, especially if there's maybe a few things from each of the categories I just brought up that are kind of creating a perfect storm, that could all be contributing to your migraine. And the doctor needs to know that, because they're going to have different approaches based on the answers to all of those questions. For example, if you're going into the doctor and you're really stressed, you're not sleeping well, you just went vegan, and something else, you got hit in the head, there we go. Your doctor's maybe going to want to prescribe you a triptan, a few pills or something, powder of something, like Maxalt or something, just because they're not going to be thinking, oh, this is a long-term chronic migraine case. This is just, oh, they've got a really bad set of conditions occurring at the same time, which are going to generate migraines for a little bit. So give them something to combat it, and then eventually, once the stress goes down and they sleep a little better and they quit being a vegan, then, I'm just kidding, then the headaches are going to dissipate. So the migraines are going to dissipate. They don't need a long-term solution. They just need something to handle, the next couple weeks. Whereas if you go in to your doctor and you're like, look, my diet is regular and consistent. I eat 90% of the same things every single day. I get 6 to 8 hours of sleep almost every night. I have no more stress this week than I've had in the last couple years. And so there's like nothing to indicate to the doctor that this is caused by anything in your context, in your life. Then they might start taking a different approach. My doctor, when I first went, initially thought, oh, you're in grad school, it's just stress. Just here's some triptans, take them as needed. And then I came back a couple weeks later, because not only did the triptans suck, see my video on triptans, I hate them, but also the headaches had gotten more frequent. I went from like going 3 to 4 times a week with I keep saying headaches. Migraines are more than headaches, of course. My migraines were, maybe 3 to 4 times a week. We're now, 6 to 8 to 10 times a week, lasting hours. And the triptans weren't putting a dent in them. And so then that showed the doctor And it kind of sucks that it's this over time process. You can't just go in, they say, oh, you have X problem, here's the solution, right? You have to go in planning that this is probably going to be like at least a couple month process to find a few medications that are going to help you. So if you've had a couple migraines for a couple weeks and you're thinking I'm going to go to the doctor and get a solution, you should probably scratch that. What's going to happen is you're going to go in with the information that I mentioned. The doctor is going to try to interpret that as either something that's an immediate problem, something that can be fixed by regulating some of those other factors, or this is going to become a process where we're going to try a combination of different medications. So that's kind of what you need to go in with, and what you should expect your doctor to on a first stab try to give you as a solution to your migraine. So after that, I'll do some more videos on what you can expect if you go back to your doctor 3-4 more times, maybe 3 or 4 more months down the line, and then what happens when the normal doctor, general practitioner, has to hand the ball off to the neurologist. And then what happens when the neurologist kind of throws their hands up and says, well, I don't know what to do, and hands it off maybe to a migraine specialist. So that's the plan for this series. Hope you're liking it. And please leave comments down below on how your doctors handle your migraines. And make sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified when I upload more of these videos. Catch you later. Bye.